And so in introducing the program, we talk about that first. Then we just start going through, you know, begin with an end in mind, being proactive, how to resolve conflicts, how to work together, what are your values, having a mission statement in your marriage, all of these things, you know, how to get synergy, you know, how to keep intimacy in your marriage. You know, and I think we all can. Myself being married 39 years, I could always learn some steps at trying to keep our marriage alive and showing respect to your partner. These are just a number of things that we talk about as we try to help persons to improve and have a healthier marriage.
How you go, I mean, I'm going to give you a deep one now. After 39 years, how do you say this is going to stay exciting? I mean, we've been here 39 years. We've done everything from 1 to 100. Then we just take it and I mean, are there always new great challenges? Are there always new great thoughts that we can do and new great things that we can do together to make it even more pleasant and more happy? You would think sometimes, okay, I've run out of stuff to do. I've run out of things. I've run out of process. So well, how can I maintain?
My children are grown. I say we start all over again.
Okay.
I say every Friday night, I take my wife out on a date. We have to learn how to recreate ourselves. We still have to date. We still have to hold hands. We have to enjoy learning new things together. We have to take a trip every now and then. We have, you know, in fact, we try to involve ourselves with other couples who are married to keep the fire alive. And then don't forget those special days.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. A birthday, Christmas, anniversary, those things are very highly important. Is marriage a roller coaster ride? Is there ups and downs? Can we ever level it off and maintain a good I guess, pace in it?
I think in not just marriage, but in anything in life, there are going to be mountaintops and valleys. So you're going to be in that continual cycle. It's what you do when you're in the valley determines how quick you're going to get back to the mountaintop. And so I think that would apply more than just to marriage.
I mean, so I look forward to, I don't know, it seems like there's a utopia at the beginning. Then you run through somewhat of a lull in the middle. And then I guess once you get to the retirement age or age that you, like the doctor said, and the kids are gone, maybe you build back up to another utopic type situation, because some of those challenges that you have with the children here and all this, the house is probably now paid for, then you get back to you and I. And so when you get back to you and I, are we still back on a good level playing field? Are we back on a level where now we can take it to a whole new level and enjoy each other even more?
Well, if you continue to practice some of the habits that we teach, you will be able to do that, because we continue to stress the plan of the marriage and to be proactive in the marriage. So you would have planned for those days. You would have planned for that period or that phase in your marriage. Now it's time, the kids are gone and we're in this phase now. So you don't just plan for 1, 2, 3 years. You have a lifetime of planning for this marriage and making adjustments so that the marriage will be more healthy.
I mean, do y'all enjoy? I mean, I can tell.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all enjoy this? The question is, do you enjoy this? Especially, who do you get the most out of? Talking to young people who are going into it, or people who are older going into it? Who do you find that more enjoyment?
You know, I think, you know, both levels are so important and so rewarding to be able to help. You know, you look at the couples that have been married for a short period of time, or the couples, you know, that are struggling, and you want to work and help them. The couples that have been married for years that just want to rekindle their marriage or the fire that was there. And then the youth, you're making such a difference in their lives, trying to help them make the right choices in the beginning with relationships, and maybe, you know, try to avoid some mistakes down the road. You know, all are equally important, and they're all rewarding, and such a blessing to be able to help with.
Can you change the concept of a young person who, say, grew up in a dysfunctional place? And when you're talking to them, how do you approach the concept, you know, once you find out they're in a dysfunctional home, mom and dad are probably not together, things are not functioning well, they think that this is a normal. Because a lot of people who grew up in abuse think this is normal. How do you pull that catastrophic thought out of their mind and place into their mind the fact that marriage can be good, can be better, and can work?
I feel that we are marriage educators, and skills can be learned. Skills can actually be learned. And we can change. We can become a transitional person. And one of the greatest rewarding things about this is when you recognize people maybe who have been married 8 years, who's maybe grew up in a dysfunctional family. When you can teach the husband that who has already admitted that I grew up in a dysfunctional family, how to respect his wife. And even though she has left him, then when you see that couple come back together, and then you see them out in the community and they tell you that thank you for helping us, that it's a very rewarding, because many of us grew up in dysfunctional families. But the skills that we teach can be learned and practiced, and therefore the marriage can be helped as a result of that.
If someone needs you all's help, how can they call you? Are there web pages, phone numbers where they can call? Do you go to churches? Do you talk to people in congregational needs? How do you all handle that?
We do. We are, like I said, through the Starkville School District, and their website, I believe, is going to be up on the screen as well. It's www.starkville.k12.ms.us. And our phone number is 662-615-0033. And they can call in and find out where some of the marriage education sessions in the 3 counties will be held and when they will be held. And we'd love for people to be a part of it, or have them call to have us come to their church or their community setting, and we'd love to assist them with this.
So you guys are growing. You're growing in a sense of helping people understand how to be happy, and not to be dominant, but actually to be partners. You know, and I think marriage, like you said, one of you said, marriage is a partnership. You know, it's not about who's in charge, but, you know, how are we working together, how are we striving to maintain our goals and to be successful. Now, success is not easy. And what do you tell young people? Is it better to have money before you marry? Is it better to work together toward goals than money? I mean, because money seems to be one of the top issues for a divorce. How do you tell them, you know, economically how to survive? How do you tell them economically how I can put this together and we can work as a team and make our marriage from the start work on a better plateau?
I feel that any marriage is going to have to start out on a solid, stable foundation when they get started. And we are educators, and for young people, we want to emphasize that's important to get your education. Because if you do not have your education, how can you support yourself or family? You know, because that is a great responsibility, you know, for the couple as they get together. And so what we want to do is to teach them how to swim before we throw them in the pond, so to speak. And that way the probability of success will be greater if you start out by learning these skills, learning what to expect.
I don't know, you know, like I said, when I woke up the first day after getting married, I said, oh my God, what did I do, you know? I had just left college and come back from a Greek show stepping, and then my boys were going off this way, and I'm going off this way. But I must say that, you know, after grasping what I had encountered, it was a great thing, you know, and I think that people, I guess, have to understand the greatness and working together, because it's a new job, working together with somebody to achieve some common goals. Right. You know, and I guess that what you all say is by counseling and teaching, people can be prepared for the ups and the downs as well. Now, do y'all have any, I guess, meetings or structured situations where you get together, invite people to come, and you talk to them on a generalized basis to help them introduce you to specific causes?
Well, that's really what we do in the marriage education classes. We do bring people together at settings. We've been doing it in the church settings and in the communities. And we do go through these steps and these habits that we teach them to practice and to be more proactive in their marriage. So we do that in those type settings.
And we have a calendar on that website as well. If they go to the website, click on Family Centered Programs, under the Starkville School District. We have a calendar with upcoming events where we'll be in Choctaw, Tibahaw, and Winston counties, and they can see if one is near their area, or they can give us a call, and we'd be glad to come to their area.
I'm planning on expanding. I mean, I love Chickasaw, Lee County, and all those places, and just kind of engulf the whole situation. Because do you all work in conjunction with other agencies in case people need stuff like maybe, I don't know, Lifton Corporate or whoever, agencies that refer people to other situations where if they need help in this and that kind of thing, or are you all basically, handling everything yourself?
Well, we partner with several coalition members. We partner with community counseling of the mental health. We partner with the Haven in Columbus, a place for abused women.
Oh, Safe Haven, yeah.
We partner with the Mississippi State Extension Service, who's helps with financing. We partner with the Chancellor Clerk's Office, or any organization that will allow us to do job shadowing. We have probably about 30-some different coalition members who supports us in this effort.
What age do you start with when you start talking?
14.
14?
Yeah.
In the schools, 14, and then on up, so whoever.
So at that point, people are considering relationship, I guess, thought process. So you getting in on it. Because I'm thinking you maybe talk about 18, 20, 21-year-old, but 14 years old, that's the place you start in order to make sure they have a good understanding of how to react, how to work things out, and kind of work together as a family unit. Well, I can dig some more in your personal things about how things will work. What kind of rate of success do you have? What kind of rate of success that you can say that is coming from your counseling service or your service? I won't say counseling service.
Well, I want to just kind of speak basically at the classroom level, because Will gets into all the data stuff. But at the classroom level, you get great joy. I guess that's why we enjoy doing this so much, because you can. An instructor or a teacher can see what we call when the light bulb comes on, when you have said something or done something that stuck. And in that setting, you know that couple is now going to take that and use it. And it makes it all be worthwhile when you have labored at something and then you can see the result of that thing coming to pass. And so we have seen some, even after the setting is over, and some of the couples have said, say something that you said, and we tried that, they taught us that on last week and the last time you were here, and we tried that, and it works. Speaking in kind words and a soft tone to your mate, it doesn't take any more time than to yell. So you can speak softly to your mate and receive even better results, because you can be respectful. And those are the kinds of things that is hard to measure, because they're kind of intangible.
Well, you know what? I can tell that this is a great passage. They're wrapping us up here, but this is an interesting topic in which to kind of get in and dig into some of the to-dos and the don'ts of a great relationship. So thanks a lot, Dr. Miller and Mr. Walker and Mrs. Culbertson. Thank you all for coming and just kind of opening up this door. They can go to the webpage that we showed a little bit earlier and find out a whole lot more about building stronger families. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We appreciate it. Make sure you join us here next week, because there's always going to be something good, something different, something that you can use right here on West Point of View.